What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Anfernee, and in this video I'm going to show you how I've been using the M1 Finance credit card in order to build wealth and how you may want to consider using it as well. The purpose of this video is to cover my personal review of the M1 Finance card, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and why I would recommend this card to anyone else. If you think you're going to find any kind of value in this video, then don't forget to tap that like button for your boy, and also head down into the description where if you sign up to the public app, they will give you a free stock just for going over there and signing up. And what I want to talk about first is what the M1 card is for someone who hasn't seen it or someone who hasn't heard of it before. And basically the M1 card is a credit card offered by the app M1 Finance, and M1 Finance is a brokerage app that allows you to invest your money similar to apps like Webull, Robinhood, and Public. And with the M1 credit card, its biggest advantage that I'm going to talk about later in this video is its cashback rewards tier structure. And other than that, it acts as a normal credit card, although there are some unique characteristics that allows it to help you build wealth without you ever knowing it. And I think for someone who's just getting started investing, having the ability to invest on autopilot and having the ability to invest while you're sleeping will help you build wealth for the long term because you don't have to worry about the day-to-day operations of investing. I think M1 Finance and the M1 Finance credit card does a great job of investing your money automatically once you set up your portfolio so that you never have to give it a second thought once you decide to invest with them. As I said, I'm going to talk about more of the perks later in this video, but for now, I think the biggest advantage of it is that it helps people start getting investing who may not have been a big advocate for investing before. So the first benefit I want to discuss of this M1 Finance credit card is the actual cashback point, which the card offers for stocks that you own in your portfolio. Now, this is a much different cashback system from what you see on most other credit cards, because with most other credit cards, if not all other credit cards, you don't actually have to own stock in a company that you're spending money at in order to get cashback points for that company. Let me explain what I mean here. So if we pull up my M1 Finance spend account, we can see that I have this owner's reward section right here in the middle that lists all of the stocks in my portfolio. And as we click on this, it's basically saying that we'll get extra cash back or extra percentage cashback points for stocks that we actually own in our portfolio. And if we take a quick look at those cashback rates, you can see that Adobe, Dollar General, Netflix, Spotify all offer a 10% cashback option. And this high cashback option on some of these companies is what initially led me to open up this credit card. For me, I spend about $22 a month on Netflix, about $17 a month on Adobe Creative Cloud, and at Dollar General, I'll buy things every now and then. But if we look at some of the other cashback options, we can see that we get 5% back at most popular gas stations, at McDonald's, at Nike, at Starbucks, and then moving down, we get 2.5% cash back at some of these other companies, including Walmart. Now, the 2.5% cash back at Walmart was specifically attractive to me because I do all of my grocery shopping at Walmart, and most other credit card companies don't offer over 1.5% cash back at Walmart. So don't think that this card is all sunshine and rainbows just yet, because I am going to talk about the downsides of it in just a minute. But if we look at my purchases at Walmart in the past month, I would say that I earned anywhere from $10 to $20 of cash back just from purchases at Walmart at a 2.5% cash back rate. And for me to get the cash back points, as I said, you actually do have to have the stocks in your portfolio. As of right now, since opening this card about a month ago, I've got about $16 cash back already earned, and then $39 coming down the pipe. But the special thing about the M1 Finance card is that not only do you get the extra cash back options, but you also have the option to invest that money directly into your portfolio so that you don't spend the extra money. And I think that this is a great way to encourage investing because it's money that you already did earn from your W-2 job. It's just extra money made from you spending the money you're going to spend anyway. And by having this money automatically get reinvested into your portfolio, you will be building a small amount of wealth without ever even knowing it. But what I want to do now is actually dive into the rewards pie on the M1 Finance card so you can see exactly what it is, how it works, and how much money you have to buy of a stock in order to get your rewards. So as we pull up my M1 Finance actual portfolio, we can see that this portfolio is valued at $701. It's not a very large portfolio of mine, with $660 of that dollars being in the ultra aggressive portfolio and $41 being in the rewards pie. And as I said earlier, for the M1 Finance cashback points to work, you have to have some kind of equity in the companies that you spend money at in order to get that higher tier worth of rewards. But for me, since I'm not a big individual stock investor, I made the allocation pretty much as small as possible, with most of the companies only having about $1 or $2 in it for me to get the cash back on them. So as of right now, I probably earn more money in cash back than I have from actual buying the stocks in those companies. And as we look at the actual stocks in the companies, we can see that most of the companies have a value of $1.75 all the way down to about $1.30. But what I want to look at specifically is Walmart, and in Walmart, I only have $1.20 worth of stock, and that's pretty much all I need to have in the portfolio in order to get the 2.5% cash back on all the purchases that I make. So you really shouldn't be scared away from the idea that you have to buy the stock in order to get the cash back, because it's not like you have to spend $100 on the stock. I believe that M1 Finance has a minimum of $1 per stock in order for it to buy it. So that's why I even set the percentages that high. So if you're just trying to get started with the M1 Finance card and you want to get those cash back, just set each company that you're going to spend money at to a $1 stock stock buy. That way you can get all of the benefits from the cashback without having to spend a ton of money. However, the rewards pie isn't the only thing that your cashback points can get invested in. And the actual rewards pie is a very small part of my overall portfolio. So what happens with M1 Finance is that whenever any new money gets added to your portfolio, it will rebalance to the percentages of the overall pie. So as I may have talked about, my rewards pie is at 7%, but the majority of the money in this portfolio is 93% in the ultra aggressive M1 Finance index fund pie. And in this pie, we have a lot of Vanguard index funds, which I feel, although it is an aggressive investment, further diversifies my portfolio and insulates me a little bit more from the risk of one company going out of the business and dragging my overall portfolio down with it. So the other pie in the portfolio is valued at $660, and whenever the portfolio rebalances, it will rebalance to make the ultra aggressive pie 93% once again, and then the rewards pie at 7%. I would like to keep that rewards pie a little bit lower because I am not a huge fan of individual stock investing. But the next thing I want to talk about the M1 Finance card, which is actually a little bit of an advantage and has nothing to do with its investments, is the actual aesthetics of the card. Now this card is made of metal, so it is a little bit heavier than most cards, and it does have a little bit of a premium feel when you hold it in your hand. And with its sleek black finish on the front with no names or identifying information on the front, it really does make this card stand out in your wallet and makes you want to use it even if you didn't have the benefits. Now I don't know why, but personally I love a card that has good aesthetics. I love a card that actually looks good because it just makes me feel good when I swipe it at different stores. And in comparison to the other metal credit card that I have, which is the Apple card, this card does feel like it's a little bit lighter, but it still does have that same premium feel. So I wouldn't put it up as high as the Apple card in terms of aesthetics, but it does look pretty cool, pretty slim, and has a nice feel to it. However, let's talk a little bit about the downsides to the M1 Finance credit card and some of the reasons why I wouldn't actually recommend this to a friend unless they knew exactly what they were getting themselves into. So with the M1 Finance card, it actually comes with a $125 annual fee, but that fee is then lowered down to $95 if you have an M1 Finance Plus account. And basically what an M1 Plus account does is that it offers you access to marginal lending and borrowing against your portfolio. However, what M1 Finance does offer as well is a free first year of M1 Plus so that you don't have to pay any out of pocket for your first year. And with that, they also waive the annual fee of $95 for the first year for the credit card as well. So as of right now, for me, this credit card doesn't have any annual fee. However, there will come a time next year where I have to think of if the annual fee for this card is worth renewing or should I just close it after the 1 year. Because right now, the cashback points, as you saw, are phenomenal. I probably earned $50 to $60 on purchases that I would have made anyway, such as groceries, such as bills, and being able to earn an extra boost on cashback on that is great. However, when you go in and subtract a $95 annual fee that will be attached to it next year, the amount of benefit that you get for using the M1 Finance card and for investing your money for you may not outweigh the disadvantages of having to pay that lump sum in the beginning. So as of right now, and as of recording this video, I don't plan on renewing the M1 Finance card unless I can get another annual fee waived, because as I said, I don't see the benefit of having an M1 Finance Plus account and having to pay the lower $95 annual fee outweighing the expenses, because I don't think I would use those other services all that much. But if a $95 annual fee doesn't scare you away, then I would definitely recommend giving this card a try. However, if you are concerned about keeping a credit card for only 1 year, then I would stay away unless something about it really does attract you. And also, I almost forgot that some of the stocks in your rewards pie actually don't work. So even when you do spend money with the stocks that you own, you still don't get the extra bonus. The only stock that I found to be like this right now was the Spectrum Wireless stock, and for some reason they don't give you the rewards for spending money with Spectrum. So if there's an M1 Finance representative watching this video, then I think you should take a look at the Spectrum stock, because that doesn't seem to be aligning with what the rewards promotion offers. But with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that this video sheds some light on whether or not you should get the M1 Finance credit card for yourself. If you do think you want to open up an M1 Finance account, I will put a link in the description below so that you can check it out on your own time. However, if you want to see more content like this, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And also, if you want a free stock, then go to the public link in the description, where if you sign up and create an account, they will give you a free stock just for opening it up. And that's pretty much all I have for you in today's video, guys. So I'll see you in the next one, guys.